Hi guys, I'm often asked about ways to improve our confidence, our certainty, our empowerment, particularly when we're challenged by things. So today I want to share with you an idea I have around this. And it relates to our line of thinking, our perspective. So the thinking we choose to take when challenged and the perspective we choose to take when we're under the pump by something. And when this happens, we basically have two modes of thinking. So we have above the line thinking, and you guessed it, we have below the line thinking. So when we're challenged and we're thinking above the line, we're asking ourselves, what can I do differently to help me get forward? How can I sort this? What am I responsible for here? So it's all about responsibility. It's about ownership. So us owning the issue, us being prepared to keep control of it and decide what can we do. So if we're sick, we're not waiting for the medicine to fix us. We're not expecting the doctor or the nurse or the surgeon to do it all, or our nutritionist to fix everything. We're looking at what we can do in the meantime. We may use those as supports, but ultimately, what can we do here? That's above the line thinking. If we're thinking below the line when we're challenged, this is the sort of stuff we go through our head. We're thinking blame, denial, we're thinking excuses, and we're thinking story. So the stories that we're getting caught up with, that we're getting sucked into. We're thinking things along the lines of, I haven't succeeded yet because I haven't got enough money. I haven't succeeded yet because I haven't had enough time. I haven't succeeded yet because I haven't got enough energy. I haven't started yet because they haven't done this. I haven't started yet because this hasn't happened yet. So we're associating blame, we're making some excuses up, there's a denial undertone in all that, and we're getting wrapped up in some story. So they're the two main differences between above and below the line. Now, emotions, we know, play a big part in our behaviours, and our behaviours determine our results. So to go another step forward, it's important to have a think about what emotions are attached to these lines of thinking. So, if we're thinking above the line, the emotions that we're getting from that are things like confidence, enthusiasm, the hunger to learn, and the openness for growth. Now these are the emotions that we're getting by taking responsibility, by taking ownership, and by keeping the steering wheel so we know where we're going with our problem and with our challenge. And when we're feeling these things, it's helping us move forward. Now the emotions that we're feeling, if we're thinking below the line, if we're using these things to deal with our challenge, we're going to feel these things, generally speaking. We're going to feel frustration. We're going to feel dissatisfaction. We're going to feel anxiety. We're going to feel overwhelmed. And there'll be a feeling of loss of control. And that last one is because we've let the steering wheel go, because we're blaming someone else. It's someone else's fault, so they've got the power. So, when you think about these things, it seems pretty clear. This one is quite difficult to do. It's hard, because it involves us taking ownership, it involves us getting out of our comfort zone, and it involves a much higher level of thinking, an adult-like level of thinking. But the most important thing about this one, when we're faced with challenges and confidence, is it's constructive. So you build something positive that gets us going somewhere. This line of thinking here is much easier. It's easy to do, it's easy to go here, but it's not as fruitful and it's childlike. You know the child who will be quick to blame another child for something. It's not my fault, it's theirs, they made me do it. It's not helpful, it doesn't move them forward and it doesn't move us forward either. So when you're faced with challenge and when your confidence is a little bit questioned, have a think about where you are, because your line of thinking is a bit like real estate. It's all about location, location, location. So if you're challenged and you want to move forward, and you want to improve your confidence, you want to improve your certainty, you want to be more empowered, like what we talked about right at the start of this video, then think about where you're located. I strongly encourage you, if you want to make progress, go here, go above the line, do the hard yards and get here so you can get to where you want to go. It's much better than this below the line stuff, where you just go round and round in circles and get the same recycled results all the time. The unsatisfactory ones. If you have any questions about any of this, please send me a message, an email, give me a call, whatever you like, and we'll get on to it. Happy to chat about it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you got something out of it this week, and I'll talk to you next week. See you guys. Bye.